You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, B&B fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I have got your Bold and the Beautiful Prediction Edition. Most of these are not for this week or next. Some of them are a little longer running, but one of them I think we're going to see sooner rather than later. We've got 3 sizzling predictions for you. One is about Liam and Finn and Steffy. Another is about Douglas, Thomas, and Hope. And the last one is about Eric. We're going to dig into all those in 1 second, but if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our Bold updates. And now let's dig right into these predictions. My first prediction is that Liam races Fen to see who can get to Steffy first. So this week on Thursday, September 7th, official spoilers confirm that it is Jackie Wood's last air date as Steffy Forrester because she's going on maternity leave. So we could have a month or 2 of no Steffy at all. Or we could see other characters name dropping her, like Ridge could say, oh, I just talked to Steffy. You know, Finn could say, oh, Steffy called yesterday. Or we could even have one-sided phone calls where we hear just Finn or Liam or Ridge or whoever acting like they're taking a phone call from her. But maybe, like she did with her last maternity leave, we will have a few video chats from her while she's in Europe with the kids hiding out from the threat of Sheila Carter. So the bottom line is Steffy and Kelly and Hayes head to Europe. I don't know if they're going to go to the Paris office. That's usually where they go. We'll see. But Sheila shows up at the Cliff house on Tuesday. You saw a glimpse of her on Friday, but confirmed spoilers. Tuesday, she's there. And Tuesday and Wednesday, she and Steffy have a very nasty verbal altercation. That is from confirmed spoilers. So then the false spoilers for a little later, as the weather cools off, indicates that it sounds like open warfare between Liam and Finn after Steffy is gone, with both of them declaring they love her, want her, and will protect her, and that the other guy is a loser who needs to get out of the way. So Liam is going to keep pushing the Sheila thing to try and make himself look better. And of course, it sounds very good, you know, but we all know he's just trying to steal a wife here. That's the bottom line. And everybody's called him on it. So when it's time for Jackie Wood's maternity leave to end, whenever that is, in a month or 2, I wonder if both men might race to get to her. So there's an official spoiler that says Lee Finnegan tells Finn, go to Europe and reunite with your wife, but first cut Sheila out of your life completely. So my question is, would Liam try and make it to her first if he finds out when Finn is going to leave? Will we have a full-blown Liam, Steffy, Finn triangle that starts even before she's back in LA? I'm wondering. All right, our second prediction is about Douglas Forrester. We know that he is the one who exposes all secrets, specifically all secrets concerned with his dad, Thomas. So if Douglas finds out that Thomas and Hope are having a secret affair, he might be the one to spill the beans to everyone else. So this past week on Bold, Thomas and Hope kind of agreed to indulge their little love affair, although she said, I do not love you, but she wants to keep this on the down low. When Thomas asked her out to dinner, Hope says, let's skip that, locked the door, and is ready to throw down with him right there in the design office. Design office where I believe she got pregnant with baby Beth, by the way. So there's a lot of fertility vibes in that office. And the false spoilers say that Thomas and Hope start a steamy romance. Basically, on the side, she doesn't love him, but the spoilers also say that her feelings are going to grow. And then another false spoiler says we see Douglas's impact on both of his parents. This kid is pretty smart. He's smarter than a lot of the adults on Bald, let's face it. So I suspect that Douglas is going to figure out pretty quickly that mommy and daddy are playing kissy face and naked wrestling behind closed doors. So if Hope was hoping to keep her affair secret, that might come crashing down around her. Remember, Brooke was saying, okay, so Liam still wants this divorce. If you can't put your marriage back together, well, that stinks, but stay away from Thomas. She was so adamant about it. And I think Hope doesn't want to hear crap from Brooke. She doesn't want to hear crap from Liam. She doesn't want to hear crap from the rest of the Logan coven about the fact that she wants to bang Thomas. We know that's what she wants to do. She's going to keep doing it. But if Douglas figures it out, maybe he will innocently tell his grandma or one of his great aunts that he saw mommy and daddy playing a wrestling game at the office. That kid always busts people's secrets, and we expect him to do it again. And I'm not kidding when I say Douglas is one of the smartest adults. If it had been down to Douglas, Sheila would be in jail right now. He's not nearly as dumb as Ridge and Bill with that stunt they pulled. Just saying. All right, we've got one last prediction, and it is about Eric Forrester and what is going on in his head. But hey, first, if you haven't already, please reach down and click subscribe so you don't miss any of our bold updates. And if you're enjoying these predictions, we'd love it if you'd click a like. And after we're done, definitely drop your comments on what you're hoping to see happen with these front burner storylines. So our third and final prediction is that Eric Forrester's memory lapses are going to get worse. 2 weeks ago, we saw Eric Forrester irate over a stapler that was thrown out over a decade ago. He had to have known that it was tossed out. It's not like he's been in the dark for 10 years, right? Then he seemed to forget that the CEO office is no longer his domain. It belongs to the CEO, which Ridge and Steffy share that power. That's not Eric's office, not anymore. And he got kind of overly agitated when talking with Ridge at work. But even more troubling was just a few days ago when Eric completely forgot the name of Steffi's son. He struggled to come up with Hayes' name. Steffy filled in the blank for him. But shouldn't Ridge and Steffy have taken note of Eric's lapse? After all, you remember, Ridge was full of comments about Steffy and Eric sitting with their parallel newspaper reading and coffee drinking. So he's watching them that closely, but then he doesn't notice that Eric doesn't know his grandson's name. Weird. So, or I guess great-grandson. So I suspect that we could have more memory lapses from Eric and an increase in confusion. Eric just told RJ Forrester that he's got arthritis, but I suspect that's just a small symptom of a much larger problem, a problem in his brain, maybe. We did a standalone video on whether or not they're crafting an exit storyline for John McCook. You can check it in our Bold playlist or in our recent Bold videos. Scroll down a little bit till you see all the bold ones are blue. You can tell. So I predict that we should be on the lookout for more memory lapses. So all this is based on episodes we've seen that put up red flags, plus a spoiler for the week of September 11th that says Eric warns Ridge, and he sends that warning to his son via Brooke. But is this more paranoia from Eric, or is he totally justified in the warning that he sends to his son? Do we need to be worried about what's going on with Eric Forrester? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you so much for listening. Thanks to all of our international listeners and those in US and Canada. This has been Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.